I like natural spring water, man. So I don't like the reverse osmosis, pee, all that crap.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, natural and all. I'm all about this.
We're on, dude. Let's do it.
Seltzers. And welcome back to the podcast, everybody. It's Samurai Blitz here with another episode. Today we have a special guest. Mr. Gonzo is here with us. Really amazing comedian we saw at the what was that one called?
Tony Pepperoni and Friends.
Yeah.
Amazing night. So we have him on tonight, man. Thank you so much for being on our podcast. We really appreciate you giving us your time.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Honestly, I put out a post. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I was like, man, if any podcasters, man, hit me up. I wanted to promote the club number one, and then promote myself secondary. And nah, man, y'all just seem cool. I checked out it online. I was like, okay, like, seem like some guys I fuck with, man. So I appreciate y'all for having me.
Just watch out with Chris. He's gonna talk about wieners somehow. So
John,
okay. But you're in the military.
Bro.
You're a Marine. You know how that goes.
Oh yeah, man. I've seen more dicks than most women, bro. So it's I got a bit about that I do on stage. I don't think I heard it though, but it's
one of the funny ones that I did hear about one of your bits is the one where you're carrying that tall guy.
Yeah.
Dude, that was fucking hilarious. Remember he's talking about he's walking with that guy. He's like, I'm carrying him, and his feet are on the ground.
So both of you are at the Woodlawn, right? For Tony Pepperoni?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, what were the two guys like way in the back just making small little comments here and there?
Where you were. This motherfucker, he's never been to a comedy show, so the whole time he's like, every time they ask a question. I was like, Chris, you're a little too excited there. We're gonna end up on TikTok.
Yeah, he's like, you can't be talking. I'm like, he asked the audience a question. I'm just responding back to him. Give you some feedback.
But that was fun, man. But I would like to hear more about the Riot. Like, how did all that get down, and how did you get involved?
So the Riot, man, shout out to the Riot. They're already like an established comedy club that's in Houston. They're in like the Montrose area. They've been open now for 5-6 years, and so me as a comedian, I'm actually born and raised in Houston, but I got family that's been out here in San Antonio. So every year for Fiesta, actually my tia lives on Cesar Chavez. You know what I mean? So so I'm like, we really from out here, and my mom's born here, so I got a lot of roots in San Antonio. Long story short, man, I was doing work out here in San Antonio. Like, you ever seen those action behavior centers, kids like for like daycares for kids with like autism or anything like that?
I haven't seen the centers, but I mean, I used to work in schools, so I used to deal with autistic kids, like special needs kids quite a bit. But.
Got you. So I used to be a superintendent, general contractor, man, for construction, and work had me out here in San Antonio, and but my grandma was starting to get sick, and some stuff happened in my family, so I would go to Houston every single weekend, even though I was living out here, and after she went to sleep, I'd go to the Riot in Houston, and then I would, bust tables, I would seat people down, and I wasn't even getting paid. I just started volunteering to do it. And one day, the owner, Brian, hit me up. He's like, hey, man, you're in San Antonio, right? I was like, yes, sir. He's like, hey, I'm doing something out there. I want to see if you want to be involved. Give me a call. I'm like, okay. I gave him a call, and he kind of told me what he wanted to do. And I was like, man, hell yeah, man, because I was already like an aspiring comedian, and I was already kind of getting better and better. And, then he was like, hey, build the stage. So whenever y'all come out, actually come out to the Riot. I'll take care of y'all. And then you'll see I actually built the room. I painted the walls, painted the ceilings. I built the stage, built the backdrop, mounted all the TVs and speakers and everything. And
he got the right beaner.
This guy's a handyman right here. He's the real deal right here.
I need one of them working beans, I got you. Damn, that's awesome. You can do all that shit. I know I'm one of those... I'm terrible at all that stuff, dude. I wish I had the mindset, man. I always see people and I'm like, fuck, I wish I could build a room like that.
I didn't have the mindset, man. I got it knocked into me, man.
In the military?
No, by my dad.
By your
dad.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
You know how it is. Hold the flashlight. So that's how, I just learned working with my dad.
I guess my dad didn't do that shit either. That's why. So that's interesting, though. So you built all that shit. And then what's your title there? Like, what do you...
So I'm the general manager. I'm the GM of the Riot Comedy Club and of the Library Cocktail Lounge and Bar. So when you come down, you'll see we're inside of the Maverick Hotel at 606 North Presa in downtown on the Riverwalk. We're right next to Voodoo Donuts. So if you know where Voodoo Donuts is at downtown, and then I think right there's the Landry's too, and then we're inside of the Maverick Hotel.
Yeah,
So-
downtown's changed a lot, man. Fucking, it's
It's getting better out there. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. Last time I went, it was a shithole.
No,
bro.
I
was like, where's my cat?
A lot of the finished construction they're doing out there is pretty nice.
If you think downtown looks like shit down here, go walk down 6th Street in Austin, and you'll have a new
Dude,
appreciation.
I know.
Yeah.
That's just trash, bro.
No, bro.
But we still go.
The Communist
too.
Party of Austin? No, we don't.
People's Republic of Austin.
Nah, bro. We went to Austin to go see this band Under Oath. I don't know if you're like a metalhead, but they're like an old metal band in the 2000s, right? They're still around. And
Yeah, I've heard under the man of I used to when I'm working on the gym, it's all fucking heavy metal, bro.
Okay, good
Yeah.
shit. But yeah, we're all right. Let's go to fucking let's go to 6th Street before because it was at Emos, and you know that outdoor area in Emos. And we went down 6th Street and we're like, dude, what the fuck? It's terrible down here. There was like bums and they had like those portable toilet areas.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to take a piss. And I was like, I'd rather pee outside because that
Yeah,
place.
'cause I think that's where we saw them. Like they were like taking baths at the
I
little
was like-
community washes.
I was like, I don't even want to get hepatitis today.
okay.
You know?
There's like 1 or 2 bums per block out there. It's crazy. It's
I
crazy.
mean, they didn't bother nobody, but it was more like, oh, okay, this is the norm here.
But the one thing that we freaked out on because I used to go. We're both born and raised in San Antonio, but we used to go to 6th Street because it was cheap.
Yeah.
You go and get fucked up like
Yeah.
for a couple of, $30, $40, $50 tops, and you.
But now,
Yeah, now I was like, shit, $50 is like 3 beers. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
much, yeah.
I don't know how these kids are drinking with that much money, bro.
well, now, man, it's Austin's not Austin anymore. It's like back in the day, it used to be keep Austin weird, and like that was the theme. Like it was music festivals, But now, like. When Elon moved to Texas and brought Tesla, and then now,
Joe Rogan.
Austin, Joe Rogan, respect, to him, but now it's like, because Texas, we don't pay state taxes. So a lot of businesses came over here. Now, like what Silicon Valley was in Cali, now they're bringing it to Texas, so Austin. So now Austin is kind of more corporatized.
Yeah.
It's not what it used to be anymore.
But even when you go to Austin, their downtown is like big, like it's huge compared
Yeah.
to ours. Like it's like I can show.
Austin is like mostly downtown.
Yeah, it's a crazy place. Where do you think Austin's definitely running the show with the comedy world, right? I mean, you would say, or what?
There's a huge debate, man. There's like a huge online, like it's so funny how like every community has like different or every niche has their own community, right? So online there's like a big debate. It's like, oh, who's better, New York comics or Austin comics? New York comics or Cali comics? And arguably, you could say like the New York, like Cali has the Comedy Store, the Laugh Factory, the Austin has the Mothership, and the New York has a Comedy Cellar. So it's in Texas, I would say yes. Austin kind of is like the comedy for Texas. Now, the comedy capital, that's a debate that's going on right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about that makes sense. But I know Fluffy brought a lot of comedians too, right, to San Antonio.
Yeah. Shout out to Fluffy, man. Shout out to Gabriel, man. I don't know if y'all saw. I did a show with him not too long ago, 2 weeks ago. And then he's actually come by the club a few times. Now it's kind of, but he's brought in guys like Martin, his best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm real good friends with his son. Hooter Moreno. Sean Latham, G. Riley came down, and I think Rick Gutierrez was already a local guy that Fluffy was already real in tune with. But yeah, no, and I think it has all to do too with like cheap land out here. Because Fluffy has a joke about, yeah, man, for the price of a condo in California, man, you can buy Texas, So,
Pretty much,
Dude, I
you
know.
can buy acres here with the price of a house.
I used to live in San Diego,
exactly.
man, but
Exactly.
this was
insane.
This was a long time ago, and it was crazy expensive, and that was years ago. This is before all the bullshit went over there, and then I could imagine now it's just insanity, dude. Everything's so expensive. My cousin's living down there because he's a Marine. He's already on his 22nd year, so he's a fucking veterano, dude. And he was telling me about the prices out there. It's insane, dude. Like, fuck that.
Prices and laws,
can't do-
even cutting your grass. I think you have to do it on a certain day. It has to be electric and everything.
I know I used to say back in the day, this is like in '05, I'd be like, man, for 100,000, this was in San Antonio at that time, it was like 100,000, you get a nice house and a Mexican to come clean it. You get everything. You get everything for that much. Like nowadays, now 100,000 ain't shit here.
Hell no.
Like nothing, bro. Like these houses are crazy.
Yeah.
Especially where we're at now, because we're in the cuffs about downtown. Downtown just right there. dude, they want to charge like an arm and a leg for these damn houses, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, man, it's a gentrification, inflation. More demand. It's like supply and demand. There's more people moving. Like New Braunfels is blowing up. Like every little city. I was living in Bastrop not that long last year for a little while. Bastrop's blowing up.
Is it Bastrop?
Oh yeah, man. If you go out there, man. So it's like because you think about it, the Texas Triangle, right? We got the Austin, we got Houston, and we got San Antonio. We got I-10 that connects it, 35 that connects it, and then what's that? I forgot what the other one is. Was it 14? I don't know.
Nah,
No, 14's already.
What connects San Antonio and Austin?
Austin is
35.
35.
35.
Yeah.
35
Okay.
north.
And then so it's 290 is from Austin to Houston, and then it's I-10 right from Houston to San Antonio.
San Antonio,
Yeah.
I-10
So
East.
so we have these three major, and then Dallas is over there. But now it's all the surrounding areas, all the surrounding cities are blown up as well. So because like the city is becoming more expensive, like now the little Bastropes, the shirts,
Yeah,
the
you have
live
Kyle,
oaks.
you have Kyle and all of them. We're pretty soon it's going to collide.
Yeah.
Just we're going to absorb
Oh
everything.
yeah, oh yeah.
It's gonna be like Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah.
Yeah, New Braunfels, what else?
San Marcos.
San Marcos, everything, man. So because everybody's coming here, and so they're building. Texas has its own economy. Texas has the number, I want to say 7 economy in the entire world.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Our economy is better than France's economy.
Yeah.
So we have our own thing going on, and people are coming.
Yeah, man. And so the Riot, y'all been having some big ass names there, right? This weekend y'all had
Mark Norman.
Dude.
Yeah.
How is
way.
dude? I think he's hilarious, dude.
Bro,
I he has that bland comedy. Like he just like it just comes out just naturally. Like, he'll just say the funniest shit in the world, and he doesn't even sound excited.
so
But
he
it's funny.
has, it's like his tonality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
So he's like, hey, hey, like, and he has this tone about him. But I'll tell you what, man, this dude is a grinder. He has a crazy work ethic. He really does this. He did 2 shows at LOL, then he did our show at Riot, and then he still did the Blind Tiger at like 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning. But that's the kind of grind that, in New York, you know what I mean? Like there's so many comedy clubs in New York, and New York doesn't sleep, right? So, no, but shout out to him, man. Like there's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you see some certain comedians, like, oh yeah, he's funny. Oh yeah, that guy was pretty good. But then like whenever I was watching Mark, it's like truly watching like not, I'm not gonna say watching a master, because I'm like laughing. And then I'm laughing from my laughter, and it's like, you ever try to breathe and then breathe again? Like I'm like
right now, just wheezing like a swine.
It is.
What is that little porker doing back there? He's having a heart attack.
Dude, someone's like, what got you into comedy after the military?
So I got out of the military in 2016. Once I did that, like I actually had a bunch
that's a tough year too. That's when everything hit the fan.
Yeah. Actually, we were downsizing in 2016 when they weren't letting everybody re-enlist. I mean, that's not why I didn't re-enlist, but I just did my 4 and got out, man. But once I got out, I was like, man, I'm tired of people telling me what to do. I'm gonna be my own boss, So nice. I started like companies. I was doing construction. Like I had my own construction company. Then I got into like Airbnbs and real estate. And then I got into like sales and marketing. And so I actually used to travel, and I'm gonna try to keep it not super long-winded, but I learned, I started doing like sales and marketing, and then I would start doing sales presentations. So how I got comfortable speaking in front of people was I actually was traveling around the country and doing like sales presentations in front of groups of anywhere between like 12 all the way up until like 100 plus, maybe even a couple hundred depending on the room or the event. And but long story short, I was living in Bastrop. They have a movie theater, and there's like inside of the movie theater, there's like this little side room, and I saw comedy, and I'm like, I love comedy. Like I've grew up watching the Fluffies, the George Lopez, the Latin Kings of comedy, the Blue Collars, the Kings, Dave Chappelle, all that, and my mom, huge stand-up fan, and I was single, was living by myself, just traveling around, and I was like, yeah, I'll take myself to a show, and I went to the show, and I was like, God, these guys fucking suck. Like, and I'm like, and I was like, and I honestly thought, like, I didn't realize when you get into comedy, you really start to realize, oh, there's tens of thousands of, if not hundreds of thousands of comedians that are trying to do this, and then there's the next level that of the people that are doing like the clubs. But yeah, man, I went to see this little show, and none of them were really that funny, and I was like, I could do that. And I went up to them. I went up to one of the comics afterwards, and I was like, "Hey, how'd you get started in comedy?" They're like, "Oh, you got to hit open mics." I was like, "What's an open mic?" They're like, "Oh, you go put your name down." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "How do I find out where these are?" And it's oh, here's this YouTube, here's this Instagram page, and Bastrop's like 45 minutes from Austin, so I was like, okay. So the very next day, I went to go hit an open mic, and I got introduced to Austin comedy. And then by the time I showed up late, or the list was already full. By the time I got there, I was 27th, and by the time I went up, I only performed in front of 3 people, and it was the bartender, the door guy, and the host of the show.
Nice.
Dang, that's the best audience right there.
Yeah, and
I've been like, thank you for this sellout show. I'm having a good time. I'm like, yeah.
but it was cool, man, because I was just like, man, fuck it, man. I'm here. I'm gonna do this, and let's try it out. And I just got like an addictive personality. Like anything I put my head into, like I dive all the way into, and I just, just sink or swim, and I either do it or I don't.
That's what I am too, man.
That's like your OCD right there.
Yeah, I have obsessive. I don't have OCD. I just have obsessive. Like when I didn't want to start doing a podcast, and these motherfuckers like, come on, just do it. And I got like, all right, I'm fucking. This is it now.
Like if I'm gonna do it, let's fucking do it. Let's not
saying.
half-ass nothing.
Yeah,
right?
we're gonna fucking go balls deep.
Yeah, I think right when we started like going balls in, we were like, fuck it, man, we got to make this happen now. I'm gonna change one of my fucking rooms into a pod studio. So we started one of my rooms in my house, and then we got this built with David, and shit, it's been nothing but fucking. Fast forward after that,
dude. This is a nice setup, man. Honestly, like I knew construction, so like I look at everything, like it's really nice, man. I like the couches. The couches are comfortable. I like the setup. Like you got the camera. It's a
we need to get more cameras.
You got the bar.
Yeah. We're gonna get some more shit.
Yeah, because usually when it's me and John just doing our thing, we're at the bar.
At the bar,
yeah.
But we'll get going. But I did like
you already have a great setup, Brandon. Already beautiful.
I did want to talk about one thing because I heard you when I heard you say that. I don't know if it was on YouTube, but you said just because you're a funny person doesn't make you a good comedian. I want you to like elaborate on that because I thought that was pretty interesting because a lot of people think that, right? Like I don't know if you remember Will Smith when he had a D.L. Hughley on and it was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, and
he's all, bro, I'm funny, and he is funny. And then he does stand up and he just bombs completely. Yeah. And then I thought of that scene and wanted you to elaborate on it.
So, being in a group of friends, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to like, chime in, drop a little one-liner or like say something funny, right? But it's a completely different element when you're standing on stage in front of 10 to 20 to 50 to 100 to 400 people, because not all eyes are on you. And the thing is like, it's easy to, like, you can talk about things that are funny, but like, just because you're talking about things that are funny doesn't mean it's funny. So it's like you have to. So once you start learning comedy, and when I started learning comedy has a lot of structure, and then you'll hear about people talking about comedy purists or comedy so there's like the typical setup punchline, right? There's like a sentence, and how are you gonna? Because a lot of comedy is like misdirection, right? It's like things that it's almost like an art. It's a formula, So it's like anybody can stand on stage, grab a mic, and just talk and just talk about things that are funny. But it's the delivery of the premise, the delivery of the punchline. It's the timing of it. It could be everything like to facial expressions, like Shane Gillis, like a lot of times, like there's a joke like where Shane would do, or he won't even say it. He'd be like,
yes.
But like he infers it and he lets you connect the dot. You know what I'm saying? Or like Mark Norman too. It's like, then it's like, and it's all like, so being funny is, anybody could be funny, right? If we're on friends, but to be able to stand up on a stage with all the attention on you and to be able to formulate a sentence or a story, or, you know what I'm saying? And have it deliver, it takes skill.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to be a good storyteller.
That'll be a fear of mine if I was trying to do like stand up comedy. Is like going after someone who just fucking just did it perfect. The crowd's still going, and you're like, how the fuck am I gonna follow that shit?
It's a real thing, man. It's a real thing. Like
start doing penis jokes.
Like, well, I'm gonna start talking about my cock and a bunch of Jews.
I got nothing up here. What do you want from me?
I mean, that'll be a big fucking fear of mine. I'll be just sweating bullets.
It's a real thing, man. Like, you hear them say, oh, that's a tough act to follow. You know what I'm saying? Like, good luck following that. You know what I mean? And it's Yeah, even when I'm putting together my lineups, because I book a lot of the lineups at the club, like I have to put them in order to where I think, like the flow of it, like who's high energy, who's low energy, who is, just a traditional setup punchline, who's an act out person, like kind of me, like I'm more of a storyteller, kind of like an act out. Like you see the carrying, like I'm acting it out with the guy on my back.
Animated,
and all that. Yeah, animated,
But you have like really good stage presence and like your hype. Because I remember you the ones before you were kind of like just chill, but they were funny as shit. It's just different styles, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's the one thing I like. Like I like the thing about comedy. I like different kind of comedians. There's some I don't even think that are that funny, but they just tell a story really well. And I'm like, fuck, that's good storytelling.
Yeah.
And like you came out and you were just like, what's up, everybody? And you went automatically to the fucking short jokes. So we're hoping you're gonna be the next Beaner Kevin Hart or something,
bro. I'll take that, bro. I'll take that because Kevin Hart, man, he doesn't get a lot of credit or mention, but man, he has more movies than almost anybody. He sells out arenas. He's probably one of the highest grossing, if not the highest grossing comedian of all time, and he's not even. And it's so nah, bro. He's honestly. That's the goal. I would love to be, because I was thinking about it, bro. It's like, Hispanics, Latinos, yeah, we got, some of the legends, right? But like when you think of a short little Mexican, who do you think of?
A short Mexican.
A short Mexican comedian.
A comedian. Now I'm thinking, there's a lot of little Mexicans I know.
No, yeah. Oh, they're all little.
There's a lot of little jumping beans around here. But I'm trying to think of a comedian.
But see, like not one comes to mind.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't know if I have one.
Yeah.
So I feel like my market's there. I feel like
bro.
I could be the one, and yeah, man. So I'm at the club, at the Riot. Like I get up every day. Like I do comedy every single day, every single day. Sometimes 2-3 times a day, And even then, I left the club to go do the Woodlawn, So I host a lot. So as a host, I'm the first one that touches the mic, and I set the tone for the remainder of the show. So I know how to like control the energy. I know how to bring it up. I know how to mess with people and bring it back to me. And yeah, man, I love it, man. Like I'm because I am little, I feel like I do got to overcompensate a little bit, and just bring the energy, man. But thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I did see your South by Southwest that you hosted those rappers.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that's cool. Yeah. And you, like, I felt you brought a lot of energy. I was like, okay, somebody, because I'm a high energy person.
Yeah,
I'm ADHD. I'm all over the fucking place, bro. I'm a little retarded, all that stuff. Yep. So I was,
You sure are.
I'll be Alex Jones. I'm a little retarded, But I fucking when you came on, I was like, oh, okay, this guy is like hype, and I was like, all right, I'm kind of I'm getting the hype, And then you started saying short jokes and doing all this shit, and I was just like, this dude's fucking funny. Like, actually, this is more my style of comedy. Like I said, I like all kinds of comedy, but I like those motherfuckers that come out and just full of energy and. Just come at it, man, and it was fun.
I kind of felt the energy in the room, and I already knew like the comics that went up. Like the comics that went up, shout out to them, all great comics. And like you said, nothing wrong with it. I'm not talking down. It's all just different styles.
Different styles. Yeah.
But I knew who the host was. I knew who the guy that went up after him. I knew the other guy that went up after him, and they're all kind of like just stand there, not monotone, but they just set a punchline, and it's good. They're all good, But I was like, okay. I'm gonna come and bring the energy. I'm gonna come raise it up, know. And I went there, and then there's a couple like not hecklers, but the people standing by the bar. And I was like, hey, we not doing this,
that white lady.
Yeah,
she looked like a fucking. That's the way teachers used to look, like that bitch. She's a cool chick, and I don't mean bitch by disrespect.
No, yeah.
No, we're talking about it like. Because I taught for many years, right? And I'm like, these teachers now are fucking hot, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened.
I'm like, God, and they dress like they're going to the club. I'm like, damn, bitch.
But then again, like even the chicks who are teachers now, like who are 40s, they look like they're in their 20s.
Oh yeah, they're hot as
Back
shit.
then, ours were all worn out, like an old rag.
Yeah. An old rag. So, what's the biggest crowd you ever performed for?
The biggest crowd, probably 2 weeks ago, man. Whenever I did the sold out show with Fluffy on Friday and Saturday. So the first one was so I did the Friday 9:30 with Fluffy, and that was kind of like my audition almost, because he's come to the club like twice already. And one thing about me is like I don't ever ask for anything. I work my ass off, and then if I get offered an opportunity, I'm gonna take it. But yeah, man, probably the LOL. I think it was 400, 450.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I was gonna see if you could do something for me. I'm just fucking around. But that's crazy. 450 people. Shit.
Yeah, but it honestly didn't even feel like that much, man. Like to me, it's harder to perform in front of 20, 30, 40 than it was to 400 because
the odds are against you with 20, right? I mean,
yeah, honestly, that's actually I didn't even think about that. That's actually a good way to think about it. That's it's like the law of averages, you know?
Yeah.
Because if there's only 10 people in the audience, like what are the chances one of them are going to like you?
Yeah, exactly.
But if there's 400 people, there's a way higher
way bigger chance
probability.
now, yeah.
So
I know one of you motherfuckers
Wow, I
like
didn't,
this.
I didn't even think about it that way. That's
yeah,
No,
I
yeah.
put it damn near way to fucking put it.
yeah, I didn't think about that either. That's,
But that's definitely the fucking numbers are there.
Yeah.
So you can,
and plus, it's also like my demographic, kind of. You know what I mean? Because when Fluffy brings people out, they're all Hispanics. We're
Yeah.
in San Antonio, you know, and also too, we're in a military town. So like, even whenever I think when I did the Woodlawn, I did almost the same set that I did at Woodlawn that I did for Fluffy. And it's easy, San Antonio. So I just did military and cholo. You know what I mean? And then and then I did the same thing whenever I was with Fluffy. I did the military bit and then a little bit of dating stuff, and then the cholo, and then and it just, you know, it just hit. You know.
yeah, it was good. But that's awesome, man. 450 people.
What's
I've
the-
heard nothing but I heard nothing but good shit about Fluffy. Like he's the nicest guy in the world. How was your experience with him?
Bro, super humble, man.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
Super respectful. Like when he came, he didn't like demand anything. He's like, hey, it's okay, can I have this? Or hey, do you have this? Or hey, can I and you know, the first time he came, you know, he came, dropped in, and it was dope. And then he kind of, you know, he hung around, took a little photos, and then left. The second time he came and then he did his stuff, and then he sat at the bar and he hung out at the bar all night, you know, till like and you know, for a couple of hours, you know. So and that was like probably midnight, if not like 12:30 at night. And no, man, he's and I've worked with him now a couple times, and no, man, you can tell, man, he's just somebody that works his ass off, loves what he does. And, you know, he wants to take, and like you said, a lot of comics have come down here with him, you know, and he takes care of all his people. You know what I mean? So it's awesome, man, to see somebody of that level, because he sold out Dodger Stadium. You know,
Yeah,
he's
he's
worked,
a fucking beast,
you know,
bro.
he's the savage. You know, he's on my Mount Rushmore of comedians. You know what I mean? So,
Well, I like that he didn't pull the ladder up behind him like some comedians have. But you probably know what I'm talking about. The beef he had with one of the Mexican comedians. But it was like, it's good that he's like, it's crazy because he doesn't have to be humble. He could be a dick, you know, because he's at that level.
Yeah.
I mean, he has like, 14 million followers. Like, you know, he's a beast. And that's cool that he's that fucking cool of a dude, you know, in real life. That's pretty awesome. And you can see it on the Kill Tony. Did you watch the Kill Tony?
oh yeah, I was there.
You were there?
Yeah,
Fuck, that's cool.
I had backstage passes.
He was on Kill?
He
was
did.
on the
He was on
panel.
judges.
Oh, okay.
Judges. Sorry.
Yeah, so I had backstage passes to that, and actually that was the first time I met him in person. So I knew Sean Latham. Sean Latham is his opener that's on the road with him right now. I booked Sean Latham on a couple shows before New Year's, and then when I got there, one of my good friends is he's a golden ticket winner, and so whenever he wasn't a golden ticket winner, he was gonna get offered a golden ticket, but he moved to New York, so instead they gave him a job in New York at a comedy club, you know, so. Which is actually pretty good, because he opens up with Joey Diaz, you know.
Joey Diaz is hilarious.
So, and then that was the first time I met Fluffy, was at New Year's Eve backstage for the Kill Tony Moody Center
So
event.
that was really
Dude, that's
recent.
fucking awesome, yeah.
Yeah, bro, everything's happening crazy fast. It's insane, you know.
But that was the thing when you watch everybody on Kill Tony, like on the stage, they're Kill Tony. You know, they're gonna talk shit. But he's just the nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
Even with some of them, I'm like, yeah, it was kind of terrible. He's all, man, I mean, you just keep practicing, you're doing good.
Yeah.
So you can tell he's just an overly nice guy.
He you know, also too, man, like he is absolutely a nice guy. But you know, from what I learned too, man, it's like it's so weird because, you know, at the end of the day, like, this is show business. This is comedy. Comedy is show business, and it is a business, you know. And we do have a brand, you know. Like it's like certain people you can expect to go on stage and like you already know their brand, you know who they are, and if they say something off the wall or like they're a dick, you're like, oh, that's expected of him. That's who he is, you know. But it's like also too, I feel like you know, when that's your brand, like he's known as a clean comic. He's known as somebody that could perform in front of kids. He's known in front of somebody that can perform in front of really anybody, you know. So I feel like he just knows who he is, and you know, on and off stage, and he knows how to portray that, you know. So he's a professional on and off stage, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I did see in his latest special where he tells the story how he became a clean comic. that one old guy called and told him like, hey man, you know, if you could clean it up, you know, you'll probably have a long time in this business. And
Well, it's true, man. There's
Yeah.
there's comics that I won't book because I know at my club on the Riverwalk, it's a real big touristy like area, right? So a lot of people come in for conventions or like they downtown is real touristy, right? And like the Alamo is the number one most visited thing in Texas, So as well as the Riverwalk, so I have to book people that are universally funny. You know what I mean? There might be some people that I think are hilarious in a bar. You know what I'm saying? But a comedy club in front of random people that you don't know who's coming, they're not coming to see you. They're just coming to come see a show. So I have to book people that can be consistently funny across the board. And I book whites, blacks, Hispanics. But yeah, there's some people that I'm like, bro, you're not even like I can't put you up in front of this 70-year-old white guy. Just you know what I'm saying? So I mean. Or this 70-year-old woman that's gonna come and see my show, and it's not even as clean comedy. We do have edgy, the people are edgy. We all talk about sex, we all talk about dating, we all talk about life, but it's the way you deliver it, and
because especially if you're coming from people from all over, it'll be too raunchy.
Yeah,
like I mean, there is an audience for that. Like I think what's his name, Uncle Laser.
Uncle Laser,
yeah, he's fucking hilarious. he's funny.
He's absolutely hilarious.
But yeah, he is kind of out there.
But he can also he sells his own tickets.
Yeah.
If you go see Uncle Laser, you're going to see Uncle Laser, and you know what you're coming to, right?
For sure.
So if I were to put him in a random show, I'm not saying me, but just in generally speaking, like if you don't know who he is and you don't know what to expect, like he may not be your cup of tea,
Yeah. No, he's definitely he's out there. We interviewed a guest that he had on there, and she was saying that he was a fucking wild guy. He's like that off the fucking screen.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
No, I know somebody that's good friends with him, and she's like, it's exhausting.
He's out there.
What's like the longest skit you ever did?
Like on stage?
Yeah, like on stage. Like, do you prefer like doing like the very long skits, or are you more comfortable with the shorter skits?
So I'm doing the longest that I've done so far is 20 minutes. And 20 minutes, probably what I do on average now, I do 10 minutes. So I have 10 to 20 minutes. I think right now 15 minutes is like my sweet spot. 20 minutes, I can do it for sure, but I need more repetition. You know what I mean? I need to do it more and more. I like both, but right now, like what I'm comfortable doing, like if I can just go up there and just do my stuff and not have to think about like, oh, am I setting this up the right way? Am I saying the right? Because with comedy, it's like let's say if I write a joke today, right? If I write new joke today that I want to start performing, well, the first time I'm gonna say it, I'm not gonna say it on my club. I'm gonna do an open mic. So I'm gonna say it at an open mic. Then I'm like, okay, I didn't like the way that came out, or it didn't get the reaction or the laughter that I thought. Then I'll say it a couple more times at an open mic. So like I'll say a joke 100, 200 times before. Maybe 50, 30, maybe 30 to 50, but before I'm like really comfortable with it, depending on like, the style of the joke or if it's my story it just
kind of manifests itself into
trying to get it polished, trying to get it tight, because there's in comedy, there's things called a word economy where like a joke could be too long drawn and you're like, it's falling in the cracks or like it's too many words and it's not doing the job, right?
Yeah.
So, man, my bad. Speaking of, I forgot the question was.
it was sounding good though. Like we were all getting into it.
What were we talking about again? No, but it was a skit. No, you were talking about you're talking about the repetition of telling a joke and how it manifests into where it's polished, and then you can push it out to an audience that you're ready for.
Yeah.
But I can see that. I mean, like, I used to love like Rodney Dangerfield, right? And that motherfucker's just he's just like a machine gun of jokes. He's just fucking hitting you, pow. It's like, goddamn.
I'm still working on the first one.
I'm still laughing from the first one, you motherfucker. Chill.
I studied Rodney, man. He's great, bro. He's great.
I feel like that's how Mark Norman, yeah.
Norman McDonald.
The dude was a whip, man. You have to be like fast.
No, but like Mark Norman, he he'll just go on these little rants, and you could tell it's off the dome sometimes. Like, damn,
It seems like it's off the dome, but that's how good he is. So when a comic is so good that it just seems, don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong, there are comedians that just riff and that do just coming off the dome, but then there's the comics like you've done it so many times and you're so comfortable on stage that it looks like you're making it up on stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so actually, if you go to Mark Norman's Instagram right now,
I saw the Selena one.
well, no, if you go to his bio, there's a link,
Oh.
and you click the link, and it takes you to his website. And on his website, there's a thing called from pad to pin, or from pin to stage. I forgot what it is, but he actually shows you the evolution of a joke, like him writing it down, him taking it to the stage, him saying it on stage the first time and it bombing. Because even Mark Norman will tell you straight up, like, oh yeah, like you go bomb. And I think that's what stops a lot of comedians is like they don't. They're scared to bomb, but the thing is like from page to stage.
On page to stage.
So if you want to see like the process of a joke, like watch that, and he'll show the evolution of a joke, and then you'll see how many times like they'll say it the first time he's like he's like
he kind of sound like that's the way he does.
Yeah.
No, it's just sometimes you'll see the crowd say something, and then he'll just fucking riff on that, and it's like, damn, and it's hilarious. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Definitely. Yeah, crowd work. There's definitely riffing. There's definitely times when you can like an audience will say something and like you can use it. But there's a lot of good comics too that an audience member will say something, and that may already be something you've written about in the past that you can like, tie it into it, So, I mean, for me, I could, but yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of people riff, a lot of people can think off the cuff like that.
Yeah. I would say, where has comedy taken you? Like, where's the places you've traveled to so far?
So, right now, and I haven't been talking about it as much, but I've only been doing comedy for a year and 2 months.
I saw that you just started. I was just telling him, like, dude, this dude just started. Because I saw a video where I've been doing it for 3 weeks. And I was like, God damn. But it was an older video, of course.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
And I'm just a workaholic, you know what I mean? And like I said, I already had a stage presence with doing presentations. But to answer your question, whenever 2 weeks ago when I did the show of Fluffy, like just that week, on Tuesday, I went to Austin. I did Roscoe's Comedy Club. On Wednesday, I did Houston. I went to Houston. I did Punchline Houston. Thursday, I did Dallas, where I did Punchline Dallas and Irving. And then Friday, I did the LOL with Fluffy. And then, but comedy's taken me to, South Padre Island. I've gotten offers now that I got, a lot of comics come to my club from all around the country. So, like, I already kind of have things in the works right now, and I haven't published anything, and I'm still working on it. But I got a phone call yesterday when there's like, "Hey, bro, come and do a weekend with me in Denver." I got another phone call like, "Hey, bro, whenever you want to come to Sacramento, hit me up." And then also too, like, but they're in Sacramento, they're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So like, I got friends in Florida now. So as of yet, I've really just I haven't expanded out of Texas, but this is gonna be the year that I break out of Texas, and this is going to be the year that I do Cali, New York, Denver, New Mexico, Florida, North Carolina, Virginia, and then these are all things that I have just waiting for me to say, hey,
I'm ready.
When can we set this up?
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so a comic's life, bro. I mean, I would say you have to be single, right? I mean, to not worry too much.
It's
probably better if you are, but
I am single, to answer your question. I'm not.
Fuck, never mind. I was gonna ask you.
No, I'm single, man. No kids. I'm only 33 years old. I don't really have anything that's like tying me down or like really no real responsibilities as far as like other people. I do go on dates. I do talk. I'm talking to a girl right now. But even then, it's like she knows that she's not my priority. And if I don't text you today, like I already kind of set that expectation, like with the women that I talk to, I'm just like, hey, like my club is priority. I mean? My club is my number one priority. I put my club before I put me, So my club is over my comedy career. I'm more focused on my club than I am me. And then then it's my comedy career. Then it's, my family, and then, or my health or, the gym or whatever. And then, But I'll tell a girl, man, hey, like you're fourth or fifth on my list of things I need to get to today. And
That's a down thing to say after you pipe
like-
down the chick. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, you're like on the bottom.
But if
of
you
the
do
boat.
good, you might be 3. I mean, probably in a year, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how
Yeah.
this goes, you know.
Yeah.
But no, I just assume because I mean, that's why a lot of people start when they're real young, right? They're like really young and all that. Because you got to be seen. Because if you're on the road like that, man, it's hard to keep a relationship for sure.
it is tough, man. It is tough. But there are comics that do it. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, sure,
like
yeah.
Nate Bargatze. You know, he talks about his wife and his kids. Bert Kreischer. Has now has his stuff on what is it? Netflix. But I mean, it is challenging, man, because it's we only are one person, and there's only so much energy and time of the day, and we can only give our energy to certain people and certain things. We can't give our 100% to multiple things. You can give 100% to what's in front of you. You know what I mean? But you can't. If my energy is divided, or if I'm thinking about this, and it's like football. You know what I'm saying? It's like sports. Like you ever seen where a quarterback is beefing with his girlfriend, or his girlfriend just broke up with him, and he goes and has a shit game.
Or when she bangs the yoga guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Tom Brady, come on, dude. How do you cheat on the GOAT?
I mean, that's prime.
she's retarded, bro.
That's a prime example, bro. How do you cheat on the GOAT? Because you know what, the GOAT was focused on other things.
I know.
Bro.
Fucking rings, brother.
The GOAT was focused on those 7 rings. Was he at 7, 6 or 7?
Six,
Oh my
yeah.
God, I don't want to
No, I
say
think
those
it's
two numbers
7.
together.
Wasn't it 7? He got 7 with Tampa.
Yeah.
Probably something like
Because
that.
he was going for 8 and he lost that one.
So speaking of football, what do you think of the Super Bowl? And I don't really care about the halftime show. I didn't like any of the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna lie. Commercials were whack. Game was whack.
So the Super Bowl, I was going for the Seahawks.
Me too.
For sure,
Yeah.
because number one, like DeMarcus Lawrence, bro, like he deserved. Like I love the fact that I hate it and I love it that DeMarcus Ware, left to the Broncos, got a ring, and then DeMarcus Lawrence, like right after, he's like, you're not going to win a championship with the Cowboys, and then that next year he goes to Seattle and he wins a Super Bowl. Right, the Super Bowl was boring as hell. Honestly,
boring, bro.
It was whack.
Yeah, it was. There was like no energy in the game. It was just like field goal.
I saw a meme where it was like a Super Bowl, but it was like a Scooby Doo meme where, like, how whenever they rip off the mask, but then they rip off the mask of the Super Bowl and it's like Thursday Night Football, and that's what it felt like.
Even my buddy was like, I was watching. I was like, man, that kicker for the Seattle better get fucking MVP.
I know. He better get the goddamn ring.
He had like the first 12 points. He had the first 12 points.
But I don't think I even cheered till like the end of the third quarter when I saw like a touchdown. I was like, oh shit!
Yeah.
Finally we're here.
There
But
was,
the commercials,
there was decent runs, but
I didn't think the commercials were boring. No, and I know people are. I'm not gonna lie. I'm biased because of the other stuff, but I just didn't think. I know I'm not a big fan of Bad Bunny's music because it's just like mumble rap for Spanish people.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't like mumble rap.
Yeah.
I like rap, but not that new shit.
Well-
and I was like, it's all right. It wasn't like the worst thing I ever seen,
Yeah.
but I don't like any halftime shows anymore.
they don't. I think the last one was Prince, probably.
Bro, I
that
said
one-
that yesterday, bro. I was like, man, the greatest Super Bowl of all time that I've ever seen was Prince, bro. And then number 2 was Janet
I was
Jackson's
gonna
nipple.
say you got
Michael
to put the titty
Jackson.
in
Michael
there.
Jackson did a good one. What was it, 1993?
But yeah, I was gonna say you got to throw the titty in there. That was a good one.
Yeah, that's my number 2.
Thank you, JT. Thank you.
But,
good man.
I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of like Bad Bunny. I don't really listen to his music much either. But I saw a post, and like I had a couple friends, that like teared up whenever the Bad Bunny performed. Like, y'all speak Spanish?
Nope.
Not really.
Okay,
I know.
I think that's part of the reason too why we don't really fuck with it. You know what I mean?
just like, whatever.
But let me share another perspective with y'all. So, Bad Bunny, right? He came out. He said the "fuck ice" thing for the Grammys, and then when he came out, even if you didn't really understand like the songs he was singing, if you looked, he was telling a story, right? Kind of like the origins, like the bodegas, what I mean? Like all the marquetas in the background, like so. To me, I'm not a fan of his music, but really, I didn't realize he's been around for so long. Like, he's been 2016. Like, I've seen the evolution of Bad Bunny. And to me, it's like, I may not be the biggest fan of yours, but I respect the consistency, the grind, and what you've been able to do for yourself, right? And then at the end of it, it was really just preaching about unity, and there's all the different flags that are, and if you look, all the flags were like territories of the United States. Like, there's the big thing, like, oh, Bad Bunny's not American. Puerto Rico's a fucking U.S. territory.
No, yeah, but those people are just idiots.
You know-
though. There was people on the left and right saying that,
And
I was like, "What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?"
But I'll be honest, man. Like, I feel like a lot of it's just I don't watch the news. I try not to watch the news. I do my best not to watch it. And then I feel like it just like why even go watch it? Why even go create another Super Bowl like a halftime show? Like I feel like it's like you're trying to create division, right? You're trying to create separation between Hispanics and whites or whatever. You're like, why do you gotta? Oh, we don't like what they're doing over here. We're gonna do it over here. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like, don't get me. It's just.
I don't think it's about
crazy.
race anymore, man. I think it's about ideologies at this point, because I don't think people, because I just don't see it as a race thing anymore. I see it as like left and right, and it's still division. Like it's the media dividing people.
Yeah.
It's because like to be honest, like conservatives see like, oh, it's another conservative. They don't care if he's black, white, yellow, whatever.
Yeah.
They're just like you have the same what I want, right? Capitalism. Screw DI, illegal immigration's not a good thing. Then you have the left. They don't care if you're like you've been seeing in Minneapolis, like white woke women calling black ICE agents the N-word. It's like,
damn, I didn't see that.
You haven't seen those? I just
No.
did. Yeah, and it's like that's why I don't see it as a black. I think it's more like an ideology thing. I understand what you're saying though, because by creating another Super Bowl halftime show it does look like very divisive and all that.
It was a good show though.
To be honest, I didn't watch it because
I'm
I'm not
the
going to
turning point. You saw it?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
I just
good.
wasn't going to change the channel. I'm just lazy. I'm like,
I mean, it was a good performance. I mean, I rather see that than Bad Bunny's. I don't care for much of his music.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't care for much of his music, and then the whole like other things that he does. I'm just like, whatever.
Like, I'm just
but I
saying.
still think he should have a like, hey, bro, everybody has a voice, and if you want to voice it, like, go for it. And that's the way I feel about it. But I just thought the Super Bowl in general, the commercial sucked.
This whole year didn't feel like
the national anthem was amazing though. That guy fucking rocked. And
I didn't
his
even
voice,
see that.
his voice was amazing.
I saw it,
The flyover was amazing.
Oh, the flyover. I saw.
Yeah, that one was good.
There was only one commercial I saw with Ben Stiller, and I thought that was pretty funny. And I was like, damn, that's a pretty funny commercial.
Yeah.
And then there was one with it was like karaoke. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, it was the Backstreet
Yeah,
Boys?
yeah, and I thought that was creative. I was like, that's actually because we're there, and my friend's chick's all singing it, and she sings really good. She's fucking black, so they sing good all the damn time.
Yeah.
Hey, black chicks, they sing so good. Yeah. And she's singing it, and we're like, oh, that was, and the whole time we're like, this is kind of dumb. What is this? And then afterwards, we're, hey, that was actually really good. Like that was creative, man. Like something different. So I don't know. I just wasn't a big fan. Y'all had like an open mic after that, right? I saw.
Yeah. We had a show that went on at 7, and then we had an open mic at 9. And we have shows every day. And then we have open mics Monday through Wednesday. So, but yeah, man. I mean, honestly, like I didn't watch the Turning Point. It wasn't like I'm not gonna watch that. I just like I don't know where is it? I don't even know where they played it at. Was it online? Was it on TV?
That's what I told him. I was like, where was it?
No, because so I went on Instagram, and from there it took you to it either took you to YouTube or it took you to Rumble, and it was mainly all Rumble. So I saw it on YouTube, and it was like live waiting. The moment the players went off the stage, they fucking started singing right there and there.
But what's crazy to me is like, I fuck with Kid Rock. I've been listening to Kid Rock for a long time. Like I love, Joe Dirt, him and Joe Dirt. Like
and Joe Dirt. That's great.
That was an amazing movie.
But
we don't want you here, boy.
That sucks. But they are an amazing.
You want
band,
some French fries with your Whamburger?
Nobody wants you here.
Fucking Brandy, dude.
Oh my God,
God
so
bless.
fun, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, to me, bro, I'm like, these corporate Americans, political Americans, they don't even like fucking. They don't even like Kid Rock. That's not even their cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? Like they're forcing themselves to watch that shit. Like, cause back in the day, Kid Rock was hella controversial too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was never the poster child for America. You know what I'm saying? Like he's American, but he's always been like that kind of trailer trash rock. You know what I'm saying? But like,
well, he was a rapper first.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know? Yeah, Kid Rock was a rapper.
Yeah.
And then he became rock, and then he became country. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know shit other than Ball to the Ball, Bang Bang Boogie, whatever. Yeah, that's the only fuking song I know. And one of my friends, he's like in the middle of the aisle,
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah.
And then he was like, he goes, you want to watch Kid Rock? I said, I don't give a shit. You just put it on whatever. And then he goes like, I bet you can't even name 3 Kid Rock songs. And I was like, I can't, dude. I actually just like Kid Rock because of, and it's not political stuff. It's just more the stories that they have about him. Because he has like the White House at his house. Like he built like an actual White House, and he's just like a party animal, dude.
Yeah.
And they talk about like the parties there. So I always thought, man, he'd be cool to like That's fun.
Yeah, he'd
to
be a
party
cool
with.
hang. You know,
Yeah.
I'd be down. I'd be down to party with Kid Rock. You know,
Oh yeah, for sure. And he's a great musician. Like I've seen him like playing stuff.
he's a great performer.
Yeah, I just not a big.
He brings the
fan.
energy. Yeah, he just
Yeah.
name 4 or 5 Kid
Yeah.
Rock songs.
He did a really good job.
I don't even know
on
the name of that "Ball to the Ball" song. What is the name of that?
The bang, diggy, dig.
Yeah, I just know the.
What is? Oh,
I don't know
what
what
is
the
it?
fucking name, dude.
But he did an amazing job at the very end.
He got into country now, right?
Yeah, he covered a country song for the end, they were praising Jesus in the end, and at the end it was like a Charlie Kirk memorial, like the quick 20 seconds of Charlie Kirk talking, and it was like really emotional at the end. I was like, damn, they did a fucking amazing job at the end.
I didn't even see it.
It was really, really good.
But it was what it is. I don't know. Hopefully next year, man. Because I think it was just a boring game, though, man. The whole time.
They need to put
It reminded
Creed.
me of that Denver game. Remember where they won? That?
Yeah, I said that yesterday too.
Yeah,
Yeah, when
remember-
they got blew out, or it was just
No,
defensive game.
they were
or-
just kicking field goals and they won. It was like a shit score and it was boring as fuck. But yeah, I mean, I actually didn't want the Patriots to win because I was like, y'all need to suck for a little bit, bro. You got to suck for like 2-3 years, and then they're complaining about it. But Gonzalez is a beast, and he's from San Antonio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hell
Gonzalez.
yeah. I don't know he's from San Antonio.
Yeah, he went to Steele, I believe.
Damn,
Steele High
that's
School.
badass.
Yeah, so
He's killing it. Yeah, yeah.
dude,
Even
he's a fucking maniac out there.
they're saying if it wasn't for him, it would have been even worse.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Gonzalez, bro, they would have killed him. He was the one stopping all those fucking passes, man. And he's from here, so that's pretty cool, man. And it was just whatever, man. I don't know. I don't like to see all the because like everybody's just talking about it and fighting about it too. And I put something on like Facebook with just a little like whatever, and I was like, but honestly, I don't care that much. I'm like, who cares, dude? Like people focus on too much shit, and it's
I
like
think real life and online
are totally
are
different
two
places,
different things, man. Because I feel like everything's blown out of proportion online, or you see like millions of views or hundreds of thousands of comments, and it makes it seem like it's bigger than what it is. But I think so many people, I think we all just want to mind our own fucking business and and be comfortable in life. You know, like
that's
like,
the goal.
That's the goal, man. If I can just if I can just make sure that, you know, all my bills are paid, you know what I'm saying? Like get to travel, whatever. Like it just I mean, that's really it, bro. Like, I mean, everything else is just extra. Like, I really, to be honest, I wasn't really too. It was a big topic, and to me, I'm just like, all right, you know, like.
Let's get back to these motherfuckers raping kids. You know, let's get back to that. Like, let's hold those motherfuckers.
Let's go
accountable.
back to that side.
Yeah. What about Epstein? Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
And they're
Like-
just trying to sweep Epstein Island under the rug or
Because
whatever. the fuck.
I saw a lot of conservatives too, like, all y'all focus on the game, and I was like, I can do both. I can watch the game and be like, those motherfuckers need to die too. The ones that are doing these crazy sex trafficking. But dude, that whole situation is wild, man. It's great. I heard even in Europe, they're like firing people and starting to. They want to try to convict some people on the
Dude,
stuff.
so much came out. I'm still not connecting the dots yet.
I know. It's just like what 3 million?
3 million files.
Yeah,
I was like,
God.
what? So I even called
Throw that
that
bitch on
called
AI
him,
and let it
and
sort
I
of-
was like, dude, this Jeffrey Epstein thing's going out of control. I'm gonna stop watching and caring for at least a week or two, then I'm gonna come back and see if I could connect the dots. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
But it is true, like what you said online, because you get it's like a when you think about Candace, right? I know
Candace Owens?
yeah, but like you have to get more extreme to keep people viewing your shit, you know?
Yeah.
and then it's
all clickbaits and
Yeah.
headlines and
because you have on both sides people like, all right, I got to kick it up a notch. I got to kick it up a notch. But yeah, would you say, just in general, would you say social media is helping your career out a little bit or not so much?
At this point, I would say no. Will it? I think social media is important when it comes to, like, if I wasn't a comedian and if I didn't have to market and advertise and do that kind of thing for myself, I wouldn't be on social media. But as a businessman, as a comedian, as a brand that I'm trying to build, you have to use social media as a tool. And social media is what's going to take me to the next level, because right now in the world that we live in, relevance is key. You know what I mean? Like, attention is currency. You know, so if you can have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views, well, then you can sell tickets. You know, because so it's like, if you're out of sight, you're out of mind.
Yeah.
You know, it's like to be honest, like, respectfully, there's comedians that are here in San Antonio that are really good comedians, but I mean, maybe they're not where they should have been on social media, which is why they never blown up. And it's kind of crazy, but like it's at the end of the day, social media is a tool that you have to use, and I'm gonna continue to use it. And but for me to get to where I'm at right now, no, social media hasn't really helped me too much.
Where I saw that video where you said you got totally off social media. I think it was after Charlie Kirk, and you're saying like, oh, I'm deleting all my social media.
Is it still on there, or were you already following me at that point?
I don't know. I don't remember. But I saw it and I was like, oh shit! So he's just like off of it.
So to me, man, like I'm not a big Charlie Kirk like follower. Like I can't quote him or I can't tell you like what he meant to me or nothing like that. But what I can say is like what really kind of just disturbed me was the how many people were celebrating a man's death that was publicly executed. You know what I mean? Like what world?
It was disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah. Like what world have we come to that you're jumping for joy that a father, a husband, a brother, a son, that at the end of the day, I don't really even know what he really stood for. I'm not a big like follower fan or like that's my guy. Like at the end of the day, what did he do? He sat out in public with a microphone and he created a space for open dialogue to communicate. And yeah, maybe he was trying to push his beliefs or whatever, but like, okay, those are his beliefs. Like, why is he getting killed over his beliefs?
You could tune him out, yeah.
Just tune him out. Yeah, absolutely. Like, so look, if me and you don't agree on something, I don't hate you as a man. Oh yeah, it's okay. Okay, we don't agree on everything. Okay, fuck it. Then we don't agree on everything. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, we don't agree on everything. I mean, that's
you're gonna fucking kill everybody you disagree with. You know what I mean? Like,
it's almost weird if you agree with somebody on everything because it's like, what the fuck? It's like, dude, we're too much alike. You don't even want to be around that. It's like you want something. But I was a big Charlie Kirk. We actually got to see him at UTSA.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So what? Let me ask you because it's honestly like a. What did Charlie stand for? What did he mean to y'all? What did you like that drew you to him? Because I know you did say you're kind of conservative, right? So
yeah, I'm very conservative. I'm not like I said, I'm not really a Republican.
I don't even understand what conservative or like that.
Well,
means,
I'm just more I want the government to fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
I want I want law and order. Like I don't like the chaos I see going on. I think it's all. I mean, it's a lot of it's paid for. A lot of it's crazy. I've actually personally met those socialist movement people, the PLS, I think it's called. They protest at Whataburger all the time. I've been out there. I've almost gotten jumped by those people just asking a simple question and not even like being an asshole. Just like, so why do you want socialism? Why do you think that's a good thing for America? Because I'm totally against that, right? And they just go into like fuck you, like fuck you, and racist rants too. I've had them call me all kinds of shit, white people. And telling me I'm a traitor to my race and all kind of like god damn shit.
I'm a big like I like to seek to understand. Like I feel like a lot of the miscommunication. I feel like a lot of the hate or division just comes from miscommunication and misunderstanding.
Yeah,
like the Black Israelites are in downtown San Antonio all the time. And the other day,
with those people.
I just walked up to him and I was like, hey, like what is the end goal for y'all? And then that's what I genuinely I was like, hey, what do you hope to achieve? And then this guy went on to this long rant. He's like, well, this is this. I don't know if you know this, but this is that. I was like, okay, now if you get to what I'm like, what's the goal? Like, what are you aiming to do? Are you just shouting? What are you shouting for? Like, what are you fighting for? Like, okay, I get it. You're the descendants of Jesus, God, or whatever. Like, you are the
Abraham,
true,
they're the true Israelites.
So, okay, I get it. Okay, now, what are you trying to achieve? What is your ideal America? What is your, and then they couldn't even answer.
It's supremacy. Like when you talk to those people, it's like, you need to bow to the black man because we're the God's chosen people. And it's like, bro, what? Like,
yeah.
I've hung out with a few of them, not like I wanted to, it's just they've been around. But the whole thing conservative, right? I mean, because I think there's a uniparty. Don't get me wrong. I think like a lot of Republicans are and Democrats. It's like WWE, right? They fucking fight for us, and then they go and have drinks and cocaine. Afterwards.
It's the same. It's the left and the right hand on the same body.
Yeah,
to me, it's like an illusion of choice. I don't.
It's like when you watch boxing, right, or any fighting sport. They're talking all kinds of shit because they want to sell tickets, and they want you. They want to sell votes, right? I mean, that's what they're doing, and or get votes. And at the end of the day, they shake hands and like, hey man, and they're cool with each other. They actually have to be civil and cordial when they're off camera, but when they're on camera, it's like, let's turn it up, let's turn it up another notch. But no, I say conservative just because like I believe in like hard work. The thing that drives me crazy is like Latinos are just conservative by nature. We believe in hard work. My dad was like, early bird gets the worm. Nobody's gonna give you shit, and if somebody gives you shit, you question. Like he taught me all that. Like if somebody's giving you free stuff, you want to question that because there's something behind that free shit they want to give you. So that's the way I am. I don't believe in like government handouts. I don't believe like government's daddy, because once government's daddy, what does that mean? They have total what?
Control.
Yeah, and I don't like
Total
any
control,
of that
yeah.
shit. So I'm like, that whole welfare state, that liberal plantation that they want to put you in, starting from FDR to LBJ, that when they just exacerbated the whole welfare state into what we got today. That's why I say I'm conservative like that. But I also don't. I remember back in the day because I'm 42.
So you basically believe is like you earn what you keep, right? Like you work for what you have, and
I want the government out of my life.
Yeah.
Like I love my country, but I don't like my government because I think they haven't done, especially when you have like the CIA doing these rogue missions and the FBI.
Yeah, the thing is,
Isn't all the fraud and everything? Where's our money going?
they're supposed to be our representatives, not
Exactly.
not our controller. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
they work for us.
Yeah,
But not really.
Nah.
Where it should be.
Well, we elect them into office, but they supposed to be working for us. But I don't know.
They even
Times
have a
changed.
snobbish view about it. Like, who are you to tell me anything? It's like, bitch, do you not know how this
I
works?
voted you into power.
you are a public representative.
And how do they get tenfold richer every year without, like, it's corruption. It's both sides. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's not like one side, so it's a uniparty. But when I meet somebody that's like really conservative, I'm like, okay, yeah, like I had a guy on the other day, and he was telling me because he's from California, moved here because he was tired of all the politics, and he goes, yeah, I had some guy ask me, what are you gonna do for Mexican people, Hispanics? He goes, nothing. I'm gonna do something for everybody. And I was like, because Hispanic, especially a lot of times, like, what are you gonna do for us? Like, what do you mean? The government don't do shit for you. You do it for yourself. And that's why I say I'm concerned. Because me saying that, right? People would automatically like, oh wow, that's racist, like or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's just work hard for your own shit. And like you said,
Like, why do you want handouts so bad?
Exactly.
yeah. And then
You want to be lazy. Oh, that's what it is. You don't want to do shit. Okay.
and then you don't understand you don't really reap the reward that you would reap from working hard and achieving something than somebody just giving you something, because then you don't have a purpose. And that's the one thing. A lot of young men don't have purpose right now.
Yeah.
And that's why we're in this predicament where there's so much animosity towards each other.
You ever heard of the phrase? What is it? Good times or weak men.
Easy times make weak men make hard times, and hard times make strong men.
Yeah.
That's what we're in. We're in the weak
Yeah,
times.
we're in the weak times right now.
Yeah,
Oh, weak men, sorry.
We are a dying generation, like of our age right now.
But I'll tell you why. Because I was having this conversation. I was on a podcast yesterday too. Shout out to the. Is it okay if I shout them out?
Yeah.
Shout out to BFR podcast. We're talking yesterday too, and kind of I feel like what Charlie Kirk kind of stood for too was like the nuclear family.
Where he was a Christian, like a diehard Christian. Yeah.
And the thing to me is like it's so important to have a man and a woman in the household. You know what I mean? Like you need a strong man in the house because, like I said, like you were talking earlier. I learned how to do construction because my dad taught me construction. It's like it's generational curses come from, like, you ever seen the movie Idiocracy?
I love that movie.
Like that's what's happening. That's what's gonna happen. And that's what I feel like we're moving more towards, if anything. But it's like.
Well, yeah, they put the stupidest people in the algorithm to show you.
Yeah.
And instead of like if you ever look at China's TikTok, it's all math, science, like it's educational.
Well, if you
And ours is a bunch of teenagers shaking their ass like, what is this, dude? Like this.
if you want to get into like conspiracies and everything, was it like Rockefeller was the one that created like the school system?
Yeah.
Right, because he wanted just employees.
A bell
Yeah,
schedule
he wanted
for
to
factory workers.
Exactly. So the thing is, we're not put into positions to learn how to be productive members of society. We're taught to wake up, go to work, come home, and
Get in
and that's
lockstep.
yeah, and that's it, man. We're not, like in China, if you go look like in China or whatever, like their kids are like their fucking 10-year-olds are more advanced than our 15-year-olds. It's fucking, like it's like they're taught right away, like, how to play instruments, how to think critical thinking, and it's a. we're not set up for success.
I would just push back on the whole thing because I don't know if they teach critical thinking because then you would start questioning the government. But I do understand what you mean. Like they're actually taught like discipline in a different way. But I mean, you know, they're like this social credit system, oppressive government that they have.
Yeah.
You can't even move from like here to Austin without government permission. Like, you know, in their state. And
that is crazy, man.
yeah, it's a
just
fuck.
to relocate.
And then they have that social credit score where like if you say anything about the government, do anything wrong, your score keeps going down. It's like that Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Where like the 5-star rating and she's like freaking out because she's like,
no, motherfucker, give me one more star. And it gets to the point because there's like a group of people in China that cannot even get on the trains or go to certain areas, so they're like basically in an outdoor prison in that way, and they're just like stuck.
And that limits you what you can buy too, right?
Yeah, you're limited to
everything. You
everything.
can't buy beef or something
But
like that.
it's interesting, man. I think it's all. I don't even think that's conspiracy. That's just truth with all the stuff with everything going on. But it's I don't know, man. I just the way a lot of like the globalist ideal.
So you said you're a history teacher at one point, right?
Yeah, for many years. Yeah.
So what do you think of history? Like, is it his story? You know, because you like, how do you feel about the fabricated history?
Like, I mean, history's written by the victors.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's all kinds of. But the thing is, in today's world, we don't teach history the way we learned it when in the 90s, 80s, and 90s.
Yeah.
We teach it in a whole different way. We teach it.
we have the internet now.
Yeah, but we teach history through multiple perspectives now. Like when I was teaching. But the thing is, we also don't teach it the right way in a lot of because we teach to a test.
Yeah.
Like it's like you need to pass the star, motherfucker. It's
Yeah.
a test. But I mean, yeah, it's that's the problem is a lot of people don't understand like history in the ways. And then what's happening now is you have this like we're talking about schools, right? Who took over schools? Like who's running it? It's women. Women have their teeth in. Who succeeds in education more than anybody else? Women, because it's pertained to women. It's sit down, shut up, listen, and write your stuff. Boys don't work that way. Boys want to do hands-on shit, and I seen it over and over.
Yeah, like there's like less, like right. I don't pay too much attention. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know, but I've heard like there's not like they're not teaching wood shop anymore.
They do. It actually depends what school you go to, but the school I worked at last,
Like
they
auto
had
shop.
they had auto shop.
Yeah,
They had
my high school had auto shop.
they had a lot of stuff, but they took away a lot of stuff in other schools.
Yeah.
and
a lot of the trade working.
But the
trade
thing
works.
is, you have this over feminization. Like they always talk about toxic masculinity. It's like let's talk about toxic femininity, right?
Oh god.
You know what I'm saying? No, but,
Yeah, but,
the empathy overloads, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. Like, oh, I don't want to do this because it looks mean. It makes me feel bad. Okay, but there's a difference between right and wrong, not how you feel.
Yeah.
and that's what's going on. Now.
And then
Sorry, I don't mean to get too
No.
controversial. I see you getting up.
No. I was adjusting. No, I wasn't saying oh God to what you're saying. I was saying like I was in my head. I was like, and God forbid us hold women accountable.
Where there's no accountability with women a lot of times. Like you tell them something, it's always, oh, well, it's because I'm a woman. Like no, it's because you're being an asshole.
Dude, I had met this woman the other day, this chick the other day, and like she kept like blowing off. Like she was like, women, am I right? I'm like, what? And I, like that
Boys
was her
will be
like,
boys.
like that was her excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, bro, I was like, just be direct with me. She was like, but women, am I right? I'm like, no, like, just, I'm not even asking. Like, just like be real, be straight up. You know what I mean? Like it's it's fucking crazy, man.
I like how in old movies it's like, oh yeah, he was touching her and all kinds of stuff, and she ran away. And they're like, boys will be boys. Like,
Boys will be boys.
That's not boys will be boys.
Yeah.
That's a goddamn fucking serial rapist on your hands over there. I think you need to kick his ass and take him to jail. You know what the fuck is this?
Well, and everything stems in the household, right? Everything starts off,
which is why you need a strong man
Which
and a
is
strong
why you
woman,
need a
yeah.
strong man and a strong woman, because you know even it's a lot of men's fault why women are like that, because oh, that's my little princess. Oh, don't you know, just like how the mother protects the son, the father protects the daughter. You know, like, oh, that's my little princess. She can't do nothing wrong. Oh, you know, she's spoiled. You know, like, oh, give her everything. You know, and it's like, so we kind of we made the bed we slept in. You know what I mean? Like it's the same thing too. Like I saw a video today where like there's these 3 little kids. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, they're stealing from a Walgreens. They just like grabbed and loaded up these bags and they're walking out, and like. And then you can just tell like they're just reflections of their parents because it's like this 8-year-old. He's like, if you don't open this motherfucking door, you know I'm gonna break it right now.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, that's right. They locked the doors on them.
We already know what race he is.
Yeah.
Not to be mean.
Yeah.
That's the one thing too. Like, jokes are jokes, man. Like nobody's.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's crazy, man, because like I have to tread a very fine line. Like, you know, I have to tread a very fine line because as a comedian, you know, there's a lot of angles and ways that I like to look at things, right? And I like to, you know, joke about. That's why when you see my comedy, it's mostly me making fun of myself.
Yeah.
You know, but
which is really good comedy though.
Yeah.
I like that.
you know, and that's why it's like, because I can laugh at myself, you know what I mean? I'm okay, you know what I mean? Like, but it's like at the same time too, it's like, man, cultures are so different, you know what I mean? And it's the culture, and it's so weird. It's like we're not shitting on people's culture or nothing like that, but it's just cultures are different. You know, people are raised differently, you know what I mean? Like, and like you're saying, like a lot of Hispanics, like we weren't given anything. We were taught to go out and go get it, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, that's why we're known as, you know, the hard workers, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we're...
It's like, I want a game where there's 3 lawns that look kind of heavy over there.
Yeah.
Get going, boy.
Go get your ass out there and do something. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? I remember just even having a paper route when I was a kid, man.
Yeah.
Like waking up at 3 a.m, just throwing papers, and that was funny. It was a weird thing, but yeah, it was.
I never got to do that. I always wanted to.
It was kind of funny. It was, like you wake up early as fuck.
Yeah.
It's still dark
And
outside. We go downtown.
I can't throw for shit, so I'll probably miss everyone's yard. Like, ah, fuck
You're
it.
just breaking windows.
I had a friend of mine a couple years ago asked me for like $20. You know what I mean? And this was already after the point that I had already like kind of like giving other people money and got burned and stuff like that. I was like, man. I was like, I got a lawnmower. I was like, my grass needs cut. I was like, look, you cut my grass, bro. I'll pay you. It's like, fuck that. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the? I'm like, all right then. I gave you a solution to your problem, and you're too good to do it. I'm like, all right, whatever.
It's inconvenient for you to cut my lawn. Yeah, that's the problem with.
I won't even let him cut my yard. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
only this guy cuts that yard.
No, but it's a lot of that, and that's the one thing I'm hoping doesn't happen in the Hispanic community, where we just start to have that victim mentality, because we were always known as like, it's like the Irish too, right? You don't see the Irish bitching about how they were treated. They're just like, fuck it, this is keep going hard, and I hope Hispanics don't get to that level of like everything like, oh, we're oppressed, and I've seen it, and like what you said, I've seen it in schools where like actual teachers are telling the girls, don't ever let a man talk to you like that. Don't ever let it. And it's like, okay, that's why. And as a teacher, bro, when I was teaching, every time I always knew like, God, I don't want to talk to the girl about something they're doing wrong, dude, because I already knew attitude up the ass. Because I can tell the boys, hey man, get your fucking, like, do something. Stop being a dumbass. All right, sir, I'll lock in. And you could talk shit. Some boys are sensitive, so you can feel it out, you know?
And that's where that's why there's a lack of accountability in women, because there's no accountability in young women, you know?
Yeah, it's like there's not even accountability
You don't
when a
just-
woman fucking falsely accuses a man of something. She just like, oh, it didn't happen. And they're like, okay, bygones be bygones. We'll take him out of prison in 2 years when we get the paperwork done. It's like, what is this? Like, you should be charging that bitch. And then not all women are like that. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good women out there. But definitely a lack of accountability, because
it's crazy, man. Like how many women were falsely accused, you know what I mean? And it's just because the thing is, and another perspective to look at it too, it's like, you know, men were broad over bronze, or what is the saying? Like we're, what's the saying? Is it bronze? Like brains over bronze? Not brains over
Bronze over brains.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, men, we're physical, we're masculine, right? We can use our bodies, right? We can cause damage, right? We're physically superior, right, to women, right?
well, women have freedoms because men let them.
Well, not but
No, but it's true though. Like,
I mean, that's true. But what I'm getting at is men are physical, right? We're masculine, we're physical, right? We can cause, but women, right? They can't really cause physical harm. So what can they cause? Emotional harm. So the thing is,
they're good at that shit.
you know what I mean? It's like hell have no fury than a scorned woman, right? So like a woman can't hurt you physically, but she can fuck up your reputation. You know what I'm saying? Like her words are way more sharper. You know what I mean? Like a man can cause physical harm, but a woman can cause like fucking, you know.
Have you ever been heartbroken? You know that.
Yeah.
I've been there. We've all been there. Yeah. A woman could fuck your world up, dude, in a fucking second. Dude.
So I remember one time we were younger. He was living with one of his buddies, and we were drinking, getting drunk.
Yeah, we're just talking about our heartbreaks, and we're like
talking about our exes, and we were like, Fuck it, man. You want to go to a bar?
We just got all drunk.
We just got all depressed for like that one split second. Let's go get drunk, dude. Fuck this.
But yeah, I mean, it's true. Like, even when you think about, like, if I don't like a dude, right, I work with, I just avoid him. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm like, I don't want to talk to that. A woman will be like, I hate that bitch. I'm going to go talk to her. And then she will, like, wreck her life. Like, she wants to wreck her.
Yeah, she'll rally every girl she can just to hate that bitch.
It's like, damn, that's the last chick I want to get on her bad side because she'll fucking go out of her way to get you in some kind of trouble. And like, it's crazy.
Yeah, and then women are now becoming more masculine and men are becoming more feminine, man, you know?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of feminine men out there. Yeah, there's too many.
And it's growing by the numbers.
Yeah. So back to this comedy, like what's your end goal? Like who would you like to perform with? Who is like your dream cast? Or have you reached that already?
I mean, honestly, bro, when you're asking me that, I'm like, man, I think I've done it already.
I was gonna say,
you know, like I'm so fucking grateful, man. I'm real big on gratitude. I'm real big on the energy you put out is the energy that comes back. And any opportunity that I get, I'm grateful for. And I'm not like, oh, I can't wait. Like, I'm so happy right now. I'm so grateful for what I've already accomplished in such a short amount of time. Like, it's already insane, you know. And the goal for me is not fame. The goal for me is to make more people laugh, you know. So, and the thing is I have a place where I can make people laugh every single day. And how do I say it? So I'm not gonna lie, man. Performing with Fluffy was absolutely insane, and the fact that I did good enough for him to be able to call me the next day and say, "Hey, do you want to do 2 more shows?" You know what I mean? Like, that was a dream come true, you know, because I passed and like. But it's you know, I'd love to work with, you know, Kevin Hart. I'd love to work more with Fluffy. I'd love to work with like Dave Chappelle. You know, I'd love to work more with like Mark Norman. I mean, I would love to work with Shane Gillis, you know, Joe Rogan, you know, a lot of these guys. But, you know, like if it doesn't happen, I'm okay with that, you know. And I don't even. Like I had a conversation with a comic the other day, and he's a really good comic, and he actually is really good friends with a lot of like big name comics, but he actually is on the kind of like the podcast side, right, of things, and he's actually from San Antonio. You know what? Shout out to Josh Gabaza. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's a really really good comic from San Antonio. Now he's up in Austin working with like some of the good guys like Shane, the guys I mentioned, and we had a conversation the other day. And he was like, look, man, if I don't ever blow up, but I get to keep doing what I'm doing every day, I'm okay with that. He's like, I make a living doing comedy, even though it's on the podcast side, or, you know, he's like, I get to work with some dope ass people. I get to get on stage, you know, every week. He's like, if this is what my career is going to look like for the rest of the time, I'm okay with that. And that kind of gave me a perspective. It's just like, okay, let me sit back and reflect my career already, and you know, you know, if you know, if I've already, you know, like, you know, it's you know, I would like, honestly, like, I want to sell out clubs and I want to do theaters. You know, that's the goal. I want to sell out comedy clubs and I want to do theaters. Like, that's the goal. That's the next thing that I want to, for me to blow up or for me to, you know, just sell tickets. You know what I mean? But, you know.
It's like a bonus.
Yeah,
like
but if I'm never famous, you know what I mean? Like, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Like, because, you know, with tension, you know, comes expectations. You know, and it's like, you know, you got to be careful what people expect of you, and it's.
Speaking of that, dude, I saw Timmy No Breaks. He's on, like, I haven't seen him, I haven't met him, but yeah, I saw a podcast where he was saying he's taking anxiety pills now because he got famous so fucking fast. He doesn't know how to handle that shit. Like, he's like, yeah, man, I just nervous now. Like, you know, and that's crazy. But
that could be understandable too sometimes for some
people.
Yeah,
you like, imagine you're just a regular dude, and then by the time you know it, everybody knows your goddamn name. Like, what is that?
Yeah, no,
like,
Tim Stifler. He's a really good dude. He's a really good dude. He's not at all like Timmy No Breaks. Timmy No Breaks is 100% a character. When you talk to Tim behind the scenes, fucking smart guy. Smart.
Well, he was a businessman before, right?
I'm honestly not sure. I don't want to misspeak on anything, but
he had like a good job because I remember I saw I forgot what he did, but I saw this podcast and it was explaining his life, and I was like, oh shit, he was like he left money that he was making, like pretty good. I mean, not crazy money, but good money, like a good living, to just say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go to Austin, man, and check it out."
Yeah, no,
which is awesome.
But I could just imagine the rush, man. Just you and your crew that's making people laugh all fucking day. That has to be a fucking an amazing rush. Just
I think honestly that's probably another goal of mine. Like, you ever tripped on acid or mushrooms?
Oh, dude, I did too many. Yeah.
Okay, so like when I had like an ego death, right? And then and during this ego death, I kind of like felt like I was going towards the light, and then but every time I would go to the light, I would come out of it, and then I'll try to grab more people. I'll try to be like, hey, come with me, like chasing this euphoria, right? Like come, and then like what I took away from that was like my job. I feel like one of my purposes is on this earth is to actually take other people with me as far as like to the next level, not like I mean like happiness, like happiness, like success, so like I would love to do what Adam Sandler has done. I would love to do what Fluffy has done, as far as for me to blow up, so that way I could put some of my friends on, because I know some really hard, like funny people that don't understand the business side of things, which I'm great at. I was an entrepreneur and a businessman before I was a comedian. And that's how I actually think I got to where I'm at as fast as I did, because I'm a professional on and off screen. I'm a professional on and off stage. I can communicate effectively. Like I've done deals with, I know how to communicate to a doctor, and I'm from Houston. Like I have this saying, like, it's like, give me a suitcase in a boardroom, or give me a duffel bag in a trap house. I can handle myself in both. So like, I genuinely think that I'm put on this earth to help other people as well, and then that's why I like comedy, because I get to make people laugh, and laughter is the best medicine. And like, I genuinely like don't give a fuck if I'm famous, but if I do blow up, it's because I want to help other people, take them with me. So that's about to answer the other question. Like that other question, I feel like that's what I want to do.
I'm like you earlier. I'm like, what were we talking about? I forgot the question.
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
we're talking about Tim Slackler.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But no, he's a great dude. He's a great dude off stage, and he's not at all what you might think. He's not a douche at all.
I've seen his podcast. Yeah, he's very different. Like, he's very chill guy. Right?
Yeah, he's cool.
But I mean, happiness is the true currency, man. Like my wife does that for me. Because sometimes I'm like, man, I'm not making enough, and I'm not doing what I want to do. And then she'll tell me, like, dude, we have a roof over our head. Our kids are happy. I'm happy. And I'm like, all right, bitch.
What more do you want?
You know what? Fuck you. You ruined my whole depression time. Nah, but I'm just joking with it. But I mean, just joking with y'all. But no, I'll get humbled by her really good. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And I feel the same way.
Well, let me ask, why do you think you need more? Because
I just want to give my kids everything. Yeah. It's more my kids,
but strong men create
great. Yeah, we're create good times. Yeah,
right. Good times. Good times create.
Good times create.
Like it's there's a business that's in I want to say like Russia, or I forgot if it's like Iceland, or it's like it's not Russia. I think it's Iceland, and it's this family. And this family has one of the biggest like plumbing companies in like the entire world, and how they've been able to sustain it through generations is because they make every single one of their kid, as soon as they're old enough to work, become a helper. So it's like, we want to provide a great life for our kids, but like if we give them everything, then they won't know how to work for anything. So like to me, it's like, I want to make sure they're comfortable, but I also need them to understand that hard work is what's going to get you what you really want. So it's like, Jackie Chan is not leaving his money to his kids. Shaq is not leaving his money to his kids. You know what I mean? Because they understand, like, it's not, oh, it's my money. It's go get your own. You know what I mean? Like, not like, oh, go get your own, but like, here, I'm going to teach you the tools. So like, that's what I think, it's like, I want to, like my dad, like whenever I was 6 years old, I would walk job sites with my dad, and I'd grab the little punch outs from like electricians. I don't know if you ever done electrical or been on construction sites, but there's electrical boxes that are metal, and they have punch outs where you can run the wires through. Yeah. And I used to walk these jobs. I used to collect these little metal punch outs, and we would use them as like for a loteria or for poker. You know what I'm saying? But I genuinely think I have my work ethic because I saw my dad work. You know, like if I didn't see like I feel like that's I'm not I don't like I'm yeah my dad made sure I had food. You know, we had go karts, motor little dirt bikes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But okay, fun's over. Let's get the fucking work. You know what I mean? So it's like yeah.
Yeah, my dad was the same. I know.
Yeah, I think we all like. I know when
My dad was like, "Fuck that, you're gonna work."
yeah, but your dad taught you how to fight ball badass and shit.
Like it was like you're working for everything.
Like
man.
that's how I was growing up. I remember I told my dad, I was like, going into like 11th grade, I'm like, I want a car. He goes, all right, let's go build one. And he goes, and we were driving around. He goes, how much do you have? I'm like, well, I only have 300. He goes, okay, well, I'll put in another 300. Let's look for something around 600.
Yeah.
We found a shit box junker Mustang. There was a litter of kittens living in the back of the trunk and everything.
Hell yeah.
He was like, there it is. He goes, let's build it.
My first truck was a '96 GMC Sierra single cab step side, man. And
Step sides back in the day.
and it was standard, man, beautiful. And my dad was like, "Whatever you save, I'm at you." Bet, you know what I mean? And then that's my mindset, man.
Yeah, it's definitely you got to teach work ethic because
Yeah,
that's why a lot of shit like you see the richest of the rich, their descendants like are just ruining the companies because they never really learn the value of a dollar. That was my dad's famous saying, you're going to learn the value of a goddamn dollar, like what it takes to get it and how to spend it. And my brother didn't feel that way. My dad used to always say he had a champagne taste with beer money. He's always like, man, you got champagne taste with beer money.
Yeah.
And he would always say, you're going to be a fucking paycheck to paycheck worker. Like, that was one thing he always drew in our head. You don't want to be a paycheck to paycheck worker. Like, and I was like, so we got taught that right away. And I see what you're saying. I mean, I know what you're saying exactly.
Yeah.
I still want them to work for stuff too, because I still try to teach like
It's
a
good
work.
to teach them a skill too.
And then my kids are half Japanese, so they're like, they're fucking.
So they're extra hard workers.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. They got that
Asian.
bean and white rice. They don't fuck around. Yeah, I know. My wife's like, you gotta really go in hard in school because they're like hardcore.
Yeah, no,
educated.
discipline. That's yeah.
Yeah, they're like intense. I'm like, dude, chill out. It doesn't have to be that
Yeah,
serious.
your son's fucking focused as hell, man, all the time.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy, but yeah, man. Speaking of that, where's one place you would like to travel, like outside of the country, to do comedy? Intense pause. I like this.
That's a great question.
That's better be a good answer.
Epstein Island. Nah, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing.
He's like, I've yet to tour that.
Comedy club there.
Nah, man.
Greenland.
It's all ages welcome at Epstein.
Greenland, number ice. Yeah. Man, if I had to go to one place that maybe I'd love to like go to the Philippines. I'd love to go like to Japan.
The beaners of Asia, the Philippines, bro.
Yeah.
The Banners or the Asians.
Yeah. A lot of them. I used to like even in Thailand because I used to live in Asia for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And I lived in Thailand for 3. And a lot of those like old abuelitas and shit, I'd be like, God, they look like Mexican grandmas out here. Like, what is this? And
well, the Philippines are also
Spanish blood.
Spaniard. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's why they have the same names as us.
I would say Philippines, maybe Japan would be dope to go to. I've already been to like London before, not for comedy, but for other stuff.
You know who did the Philippines tour? He's Filipino though. Joey. What's his name?
Joe Coy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did like a whole thing out there, which
Hell
is
yeah.
pretty cool. I mean, I thought that was really cool. Like, go back to where your mom's from.
I mean, I just want to like anywhere that also has other cool shit. Like it would just be like where can I snowboard? Where can I jump out of a plane? Where can I go mountain biking or something? Where can I go off roading? And it just like, cause I've been around money before, even before comedy. I've been in multiple like Lamborghinis. I've been in Rolls Royces. I know famous people, and it's like a lot of it's like once you experience it, and it's like it's dope to experience. But then it's like once you start seeing it, and it's kind of becoming a normal. It's like it's another car. You know what I mean? It's another. Like if anything, they break down worse than a Toyota. Like I got a friend of mine that has a Lamborghini, and he drives his fucking Toyota way more because it's just more cool. Convenient, and it's easier to park. It's less you got to worry about, and it just so I mean I'm not really a materialistic guy. Like if you ask me or if you ask anybody about me, bro, I wear the same fucking jeans, same fucking boots. I wear this shirt almost every fucking day. You know what I mean? Like I don't wear jewelry. Like my mom got me this leather plastic bracelet. I'm grateful for what I have, man, and I'm just wherever the life takes me, bro. Like,
Well, if you ever perform in Japan in the summer, I'll go see your ass out there. I'm there all summer.
hell yeah,
Yeah, I'm always
Yeah,
out
this
there.
lucky bastard.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
Because your wife has family out there, and you get
Yeah.
that'd be dope.
Yeah, my family, my in-laws are still out there. They live in like a little countryside area, but we usually.
I would pay you money to just because I don't want the tourist experience of Japan.
Oh yeah, I'll take you
I
to
want
the craziness.
I want to see. I want to be in the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to like experience the real culture. You know, not like the fucking weird shit you see online.
Yeah, no, yeah. If you ever I'll be out there this summer, but even next summer, yeah, let me know.
Yeah.
I'll go meet you out there for a week. Go out there, go have fucking good time.
Yeah.
I'll show you like the good food, everything, and because I could
Yeah.
I can speak Japanese pretty well. So
Yeah?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I lived there for like six
He
and a
made,
half
it, he
years.
made it a lot easier when we were over there.
You went too? Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, so
They've
like
gone a couple of times now.
us and David, like me, David, will go and
Who's David?
He's he's the other guy in the podcast, but he's
Okay.
it's rare when he's on.
yeah, it's rare when he's on, but he's the
Yeah.
one that funded all this shit.
Wow.
This
Hell
is his
yeah.
house, yeah. Because I live like down the street, and then,
Okay.
and then he lives with shirts, talking about shirts.
I'm in
Right
Selma.
Yeah. I'm in shirts too right now. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, shirts Live Oak area right there.
Yeah, I'm like right there. I'm fucking right where Shirts meets fucking Selma and
Yeah.
Universal and everything.
Okay, so you're a little further out than I am, I think.
I'm probably not too much, like 5 minutes probably.
Yeah, but I drive past all those bases and shit right there.
Okay, drive past Randolph and everything.
past the train tracks.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll love Japan, dude. And
Yeah.
then like, dude, those
I've
girls
never
are
been-
just so. I don't know if you're into Asian girls, but Jesus Christ.
Is anybody not into
Fucking
Asian
Dude,
girls?
there's some
It's
people.
like
there's
times everywhere,
nah,
man.
There's,
Just,
there's
oh
a
my
lot
God.
of people that tell me that they're like, dude, Asians just don't do it for me. Because there's a lot of dudes that they like a thick girl,
Yeah.
which I do too. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind a thick girl. They want like a big tits, fat ass, and all that. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, who doesn't want that? But a lot of Asian girls, they're petite.
Yeah.
But I just love the eyes and dude, so much.
I'm not the biggest guy. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
No, you'll be okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
I'm like 1 or 2 inches taller than you, so I'm not
Yeah.
even tall. I'm the shortest one in all my groups.
They're gonna be like, I love that little fucking snack pack over there. Come get him over here.
Shit, let's go.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
ready, man. For
Yeah,
sure,
dude,
for sure.
Japan is fun, bro. It's a good time, and then the food. I don't know if you're into Asian food, but yeah, it's
Can't get enough.
really really good out there. It's cheap,
Yeah.
like the shit you'll get here.
The most expensive thing is getting over there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
not.
it's
And right
pretty much.
now,
I think it's anywhere because you have to anywhere we go, other than Mexico going south, you have to cross the 2 oceans. So it's always going to be somewhat expensive leaving this country.
but Japan is more like if you want a part of Asia where it's kind of like what you're used to around here, Japan's the place. Like I mean, there's other places too, but Japan. But if you want like a total like a 80s Asian style movie kind of, that's Thailand, bro. Like where shit's just chaotic. It's just
Oh,
people
dude, it's
everywhere.
fucking amazing
Like
out there.
that's a
I would love to go to Thailand too. I would love to
Dude.
like go over there and do like some kickboxing and shit. And,
Oh yeah, bro. They used to. I used to know dudes that would do that, and they would say, "Yeah, I came out here for Muay Thai," and I'm like, "Cool." And then you'd see them like a week later, and they're like, "Dude, I'm beat up," like because they say that training is intense.
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, it's crazy." But Thailand, I was there for 3 years, bro. It's insanity over there. It's just like, I had to get out.
Now let me ask. Obviously, it's way blown out of proportion because it's online, but like, I'm sure there's like a strip that you can just go down where there's like a bunch of lady boys.
Oh no, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's
It's
everywhere.
fucking everywhere.
There's LBs.
Like, he had to- like,
as far as the eye can see.
Like we went and he had to like keep telling me like, nah, man, that's the ladyboy. I'm like, oh shit, like
No, but the thing
fucking
is,
crazy.
unless you've been there or maybe live there, because I don't know if you, like, I don't know, because a lot of people visit, they're just doing tourist shit. You'll never understand, because I tell people that. I'm like, bro, the ladyboys are some of the hottest chicks you'll see out there.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, you're fag. And
So let me ask, like the lady boy, are they like men that and then they just get like a breast implants, or are they,
They
like?
do.
Is it like a actual like a genetic thing where it's like kind of?
They take like hormones and shit, because a
the
lot of the
hormone
best,
blockers, yeah.
a lot of the best English speaking people in Thailand are gonna be ladyboys.
The prostitutes,
Yeah, because they're used
have
to
deal with
and
the transactions.
Europeans fucking love the lady boys, bro. They're like that's
Your-
their
your-
number one
your
choice.
English friend?
Because they would tell us all the time like, oh nah, mate, I'm gonna bang that bird, and I was like, it's a lady boy. Like, oh yeah, I know, mate. Like the fuck, like okay, and it's just so nonchalant about it, and I'm like, oh okay. When I first got there,
It must be the way that they take care of them, because I feel like that's part of the reason too. It's like I don't even think they care if it's a man or a woman. Like I feel like it's like when you go over there, they treat you like royalty, right?
Or even the girls do that. Like if you
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if it's a boy or girl. It's how you're being treated, you know, when you're there.
If you hook up with the chick there, anything, they'll hook up. They'll like walk you to the bathroom. They'll shower you, and then if you want to get down again, they will. But they'll get you and like stand there and they'll like lather you up and everything, rinse, and then you're like everything. It's just like what the hell, and you never like they have like strict rules with like if you're gonna eat, you know, the girls like feeding you, like giving you the stuff, and then you eat first, and it's kind of like, you know, very traditional in those ways. But
That's crazy. No, I love pussy, bro. I can't.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Can't do no hitting the doggy style on something down there. Just
Trying to be
fucking,
slapping balls like
yeah,
oh,
I'm
man,
good.
all these chicks have these big old clits. I don't know what's going on.
it keeps swinging back and forth on me. I don't know what the hell
I'm
this is.
good on that,
What's
man.
with these 4-inch clits all over the place?
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, man. I remember we were there at Nana Plaza and we were just drinking, and I was like, dude, look at those fucking chicks over there, fucking hot. He goes, oh yeah, the lady boys. I'm like, god damn it.
You could just after you live there for a while, you're like, okay, that's a lady. That's a lady.
Yeah.
But it's not like
You can tell by the hands and all
everywhere.
that shit too.
Yeah.
It's not every like you don't go to every bar and you have to. It's not like the way the movies. Like you could tell, dude. You can just tell. And it's you know, the movies, like, everything's exaggerated, of course.
Yeah.
But it is wild though. It's a wild place. Like other than ladyboy stuff, it's just wild. Like it's crazy.
Just
It's a nonstop party.
Nonstop.
Like when I moved from Thailand to Japan, and I was in Cambodia here and there.
Was it because of the military? Or what were you doing
I
out
was
there?
an English teacher out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got up with it.
Hey,
I had
no wonder why all the lady boys speak good English.
He's giving free lessons.
It's like, you know what you got to do. You want a free lesson. I got that discount, baby.
I got those 4 inches of discount.
It's 4 inches long. But no, I
no, let's be good English.
I know,
man.
yeah, that's all. You just have a picture of me teaching them one thing. I'm like SpongeBob. You just have all over the wall.
I think one night
Damn.
we were partying so much. I'm like, hey man, I just want one day of just us staying inside.
Yeah, because I kept taking them
I'm
to
like,
these crazy
I'm like,
places.
I don't want to party no more.
Like, I mean, they have everything from like ping pong shows to they do just absolute madness.
Yeah.
And he was after a while. He's like, "Hey man, can we just chill there?" And I was like, "Oh, I,
was
thought
like,
you were here to party."
I was like, can we just buy some beers?
I
and
need to
watch-
recover,
watch,
man,
Watch
yeah.
South Park or something. We ended up watching South Park and just getting drunk in his apartment.
Yeah, it was wild.
But we were like flying to like other places where we're going from island to island,
yeah,
getting
we went
speedboats.
island hopping, and dude, their islands are like you seen that movie The Beach, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a PP Island over there. That's
Okay.
dude, it's fucking gorgeous. Like you walk.
Oh,
and
you said PP Island?
it's called Maya Bay, but it's in PP Island.
What does PP stand for? 'Cause-
PHI,
It's PHI.
yeah. I don't even know.
Okay, because you said PP. I'm like, you just going everywhere for the lady boys, huh?
It's
It's an island just with
You'll see
peepees.
the big old sign PP Island. I'm like, oh damn, it actually is called that. Okay.
They're not even They're not even fucking trying to hide it over here. It's all little cock island. Like what is this?
The hostels out there are just insane, man. There was like people like banging in the
They
just
used-
out in the open. I'm like, oh,
They used to have
fuck.
those naked Jengas shit. So
right, yeah.
so you would just see dudes fucking naked playing Jenga and chicks because it would say like take off your shirt or whatever,
Yeah.
and it was just madness, dude. It was all the time. But Maya Bay is the area. So the only difference is in the movie it's closed.
Okay, yeah.
In real life it's open.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to climb to get in there.
But you walk out and it's white sand and it's clear water and you could like see little white crabs around. It's just crazy. And you'll go to like this other area and they put you in the ocean and you just move your arms and it's plankton. You light up like crazy. It's gorgeous, man.
Yeah, that'd be dope, man. Yeah, anywhere, man. Beautiful scenery. You know, I mean, I'd be down to go.
All right, I know we don't want to take too much of your time, brother. I know it's kind of we kind of went a little late.
No, we're
but
good.
Any last things or shows you want to promote or anything?
Shout out to the Riot Riverwalk, man. We got shows every single day. Visit our website, riotriverwalk.com, for tickets and information. We're located in downtown on San Antonio on the Riverwalk inside of the Maverick Hotel, 606 North Preston Street, next to Voodoo Donuts. You know, tune in. What's the name of y'all's podcast?
Samurai
Blitz.
Samurai
Tune in
Blitz.
to Samurai Blitz, man. Honestly, like I got Japanese. I got like the koi fish and the dragons. I love the culture. You know, I love the food. I'd love to go out there. Shout out to these guys, man. Shout out. Honestly, bro, I'm just thank y'all for having me on.
Thank you for being
You
here.
know,
brother.
y'all were cool as hell. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind doing it again. I definitely would love coming back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. You always have a platform here.
I wish you all the success you can get, brother. I hope you actually do really well because I liked your shit and I love to see people.
How you feel now after like meeting me in person and having more?
I'm not that impressed. No, I'm just
Good.
I'm just playing with you.
No, that's good because it's like I'm just a normal guy, bro.
No. It's like, but it's the same. Like when you, because I'm just saying. Like I don't know. I'm one of those people. I'd probably be starstruck if I met like somebody crazy.
Yeah.
Like the way you met the people you met, and then but I still like comedians. I guess comedians are just like I've noticed a lot of them. They're not funny off the stage.
Yeah.
Like you're actually, I'm not saying you're not.
I've had little moments where I can, turn it on like with the English stuff and the pee stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, but it's not even like they're saying towards you. I just
Yeah.
we've talked to them and I'm like, oh wow, they're kind of like just
They're
really relaxed.
Yeah.
And then when you
Just-
see them
they're
on
just,
stage, they like turn it on.
They're
And
just chill people. Okay, cool, man.
But I like that, and I love comedians because I mean, like I said, y'all tell stories in an amusing way, and you shit on like the culture that's going on, like the things that are happening, and you make
Yeah.
it fun. And that's I've always appreciated. I've been my dad was the same. Like he was a big comedian fan, stand up fan, comedian fan. He was a big stand up guy. We used to have Def Comedy Jam all the time at night. When it was on. I forgot what days. I think it was Saturday or some shit. And so yeah, I've always appreciated comedians. And then we're trying to get more comedians on and kind of tell like all the stories of how you got started and everything else. So it's really cool to meet people, and especially like I think you were saying last time you're trying to get on Kill Tony, right?
Yeah, I may go here in a little bit. I might go drive to Austin right now.
Oh shit, nice.
Okay.
So that'll be cool. I think you do well, man. So that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'll do good. I'll probably get a big joke book for sure. Golden ticket, we'll see because they kind of like more of the wild, like out of like.
Well, yeah, Kill Tony's has an audience.
Yeah.
it's a particular.
Great
audience.
audience, man.
But I really just go out there to scout, look for talent, bring guys back out here that are good, that are not getting the stage time out there or, but yeah, no, man, believe it or not, man, like, once you start hanging around a lot of these big name comedians, like the Mark Normans, the Fluffies, it's all about being a cool hang. Cause it's like, you think about it, if you're going to go on tour with somebody or take somebody on the road, you spend a lot of time with these people, and Fluffy has even said it, on stage before, it's just be a normal person, man. Be a good hang, like learn how to turn it off, and a lot of people, a lot of up and comers or people that are just trying to become comedians, like they compete with each other in like conversations, like who can have the better punchline during the conversation. It's like, and I'm like, I don't know, it's like genuinely like verbatim from like multiple big name comics, just be a good hang,
Yeah.
And then that's why we're all just chill,
Yeah, which is great, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping like we can the way what you were talking about earlier. Like if I could do this and just meet people and talk, because I love conversations.
Yeah.
Like I love. Obviously, I'm not like I don't run out of things to talk about. I could talk all fucking night.
Yeah, and that was great.
And,
Time flew by.
Yeah, and
quick, man, real
if
quick.
I could do this and support my family, I'd be on cloud nine too. Like the way like you were saying, I don't need to be. I wouldn't even want to be famous. That's terrible. Not that I can. I'm just saying. Like, I mean, I don't know if I can, but
Anybody can.
yeah, I know anybody can. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't even want to. I remember when Dave Chappelle goes, "I hope this shit don't make me famous." I don't know if you remember that old.
It takes that right crowd to find you. And once they find you, it's
no. But when you're
wildfire.
famous like that, dude, they just analyze and look at every little thing you do. Like fuck that. I like my privacy.
Yeah, they'll dissect your life and everything, man. Dissect you real quick.
Yeah, and then with me, I got all kinds of skeletons, bro. I mean, I got a goddamn graveyard in my closet right now. I ain't trying to have none of that exposed. Nah, but I don't do nothing crazy. But I just like I don't know, man. It just doesn't look like a fun life, like being that famous,
Yeah.
it looks miserable to be
It's
honest.
exhausting.
Yeah,
It has to be. Yeah.
I'd be whenever like just I'm watching Fluff. Whenever he's like at the club, whenever he was at the club, I'm always like, hey, are you good? Like, let me know. I can close the door. I can make this private. And he's like, no, it's fine. But just it's
I know. I hope we could get him on here one day. I've been trying to message
That'll be
him, but
freaking
hopefully
awesome,
we
yeah.
can. But it's always like, I don't know, just meeting people, having a good time, and like me and you, man, it was good. Like I was like, oh, this dude's cool, he's chill.
Yeah.
And then we know how you perform already, so we're like, he's fucking funny when he's on there. And then we're just happy you what is it, extended, like, hey man, I'll come on whenever, let me know. And I was like, cool, okay.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot.
Took a little bit of planning, and dates and stuff, but yeah, we got it.
There's a lot of times, especially if you just look at like our shorts, sometimes people be like, no, they're kind of, and I'm like, man, just come on, you'll have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to keep our political sides. We put that shit aside when we have guests. I mean, if the guest wants to go towards that side,
Yeah.
well, we'll bring it on. But other than that, it's really just.
Yeah, I just want to have a good conversation.
Yeah.
Like I never come in like, oh, I got you. Look at you, look stupid.
Yeah, we're not trying to be like a suit and tie and just be professional. We want to have fun, drink beer, and just let loose, man.
Too old for drama, bro.
Yeah, facts.
But
facts.
yeah, man. But I hope we'll probably we'll go visit you out there at the Riot for sure.
Yeah, DM me, man. I'll take care of y'all.
Yeah. We'll
sure.
out there. We'll go have some fun and go check them out. What is your thing? I know it's Gonzo on Instagram, but what is it at Gonzo or
Haha Gonzo
Oh, yeah, haha.
_.
Haha Gonzo _
Gotcha.
Go follow him. Go check out his shit. He's funny as shit. It's always a good time when he's on stage. Brings the energy. All right, Chris.
But all right, guys, thanks for joining the podcast. Gonzo, thank you so much for being here, man. We look forward to seeing your success and all this.
Yes, sir.
It's been a pleasure. With that being said, everybody, make sure to like and subscribe. Leave it in the comments. Until then, we'll see you on the next podcast. Y'all take care, everybody.
Peace. Thank you, brother. How's this?